So the question whether you should use Kubernetes or serverless really completely depends on your use case. So as apps scale, usually Kubernetes is the way to go, simply because when you create your own deployments, it is the most cheapest solution. And usually for very, very big companies and for very, very big applications, saving money on the deployment, even though you might be paying a good DevOps engineer a very high salary, is usually worth it and usually makes a significant impact also on the balance sheet of the company, right? But I think for small startups, you always want to go with the buy solution, unless the build solution is maybe like related to your startup. But with small startups, it's better to, throw a couple $100 on Vercel or any other service just to get the app out, right, and to focus on generating features before optimizing on the costs. But then you can also look at this question from a different perspective, which is like, Kubernetes server full and serverless things as an architecture in general. And that also completely depends on your use case, because you can kind of achieve the same thing with both, but they both have trade-offs in terms of like maintainability and costs and control and stuff like that. So there is no one-size-fits-all answer. The only one-size-fits-all answer is the one that I gave at the beginning, which is for small startups, you probably want to buy, and whether that's something like Fly.io, which would be, a long-running server like you would have it with Kubernetes, or something like Vercel, which would be more serverless. That is the perfect solution for like small startups. And then for bigger companies, at some point, you definitely want to invest that money into making your deployment as cheap as possible, because it will end up, reflecting positively in your balance sheet.